I don't know if you're looking for violence, you're looking on the wrong side of the political spectrum. The left are the violent ones. They burnt down this country for 2 years straight. We had one riot on January 6th.
A woman was shot
Yeah,
during the Capitol
by
insurrection.
by you.
I did not. I
Liberal.
was not there, sir, so I didn't shoot her.
By a liberal cop, by the state.
Well, we are just days away from a controversial comedy roast being held at the University of South Carolina. Since this announcement from the student organization Uncensored America, there has been fallout over whether the event could spark violence, since one of the speakers is a founder of a known white supremacist group called the Proud Boys.
While that event is happening, other organizations are holding what you might consider counter events to shift the narrative and the focus, encouraging students and others to vote and to speak out.
Joining us now is Michaela Angela Davis, a writer and co-founder of the Sumter Crown at Coalition. Michaela, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, the Sumter Crown at Coalition, one of the organizations that is partnering with the student chapter of the NAACP on USC's campus to host this event. And it's a multifaceted event because you're going to be covering several things. Tell us a little more.
Yeah, so we have partnered with the NAACP and CHIRP, which is a lab on the USC campus that is community health, resilience, and we've been doing this study on black men and hair and how it affects their mental health. So when we heard about this event happening, we had planned to do a spoken word competition anyway, inspired by the Gear Up. I don't know if you remember the Sumter students when they used their creativity and their ingenuity, and then they had to then defend their voice. So we're inspired by them. So as a counter narrative to what we are feeling is a vulgar, prepubescent, event that is not worthy really of what we see those scholars at USC doing, we changed course very quickly so they can exercise their First Amendment and use their voice for their vote and talk about freedom, so that we can also shine another light on how the students respond to resistance.
There's been a lot of controversy in our community about whether the university should shut this event down. And of course, they have said that, they honor free speech and that that's important regardless of whether you agree or disagree with the message.
Yes.
How important is it, though, for students on campus who are in their feelings, who are concerned about safety, who are concerned about security, to participate in events like this?
Well, we have looked at our history. We've always used our voice, right? When things got hard.
Yes.
This is the university that has Nikki Finney, like one of this country's greatest living poets. So we're looking at our traditions to give us strength in moments like this. So we are encouraging all students, all people really, this is open to the public, even though we're hosting it, to channel, right? Use this moment to talk about how they feel about voting, hair, freedom in a constructive, creative, intelligent way that then goes into helping humanity, right? And advancing the conversation. And we're just so excited that the students, we heard about this from Michaela Grant, who is the president of the NAACP, and Courtney McLean, who is the chair of the local NAACP Youth Collegiate Board. So it's the students that gave us
it really helped mobilize this effort.
Absolutely.
Yes. And you spoke about Courtney. I know that she was on a couple of national platforms speaking out against the university hosting this event. How important is it when you think about history to have the NAACP and the students use their voice, just like we saw the NAACP be active during the civil rights?
Yes. Well, it was Derek Johnson, the CEO of the NAACP, that was first to call for the university to cancel the event. So it's through the energy of the NAACP that this whole thing has kind of started. But what's encouraging is to see such a storied institution have this young energy back in it, right? And women in the forefront of it. So This is what we do, right? This is what we do. We respond with dignity, creativity, ingenuity, and that gives us safety.
That
Right,
creates safety.
that creates safety.
It does.
Artistry, creativity, community activity gives us it strengthens the beloved community. And there's just so much talent here.
There is.
I mean, there are poets, spoken word artists, rappers, so they can come and channel it and give us some bars. Right?
Listen, we thank you for being here to help amplify this event and the voices that are going to be shared at this event. We want to extend the invitation to the community. It's actually a 3-part event that will start tomorrow, September 17th. That's the open call, Billy. That's going to be from 6 until 8 p.m.
Yes, and then it will continue with an event in October as well. And then the last event
will be in November. And Courtney's our guest host.
Okay.
So she's going to be hosting tomorrow. We're going to be registering people to vote. We're going to let them know about the special survey. We're going to let them know about the Crown Act Coalition. So it's a real community event happening at Gambrell tomorrow.
At Gambrell tomorrow from 6 until 8 is the place to be. Michaela, thank you again for your voice and for your presence and for using your power for good.
Absolutely.